So hi guys, and welcome back to another drive with me. My name is Danelia, if you don't already know. So let me just turn around and then I'll start talking a bit about the video. Before we get into this video, I just want to say be sure to enter my giveaway. The link will be at the top and in the description for a chance at winning a £150 JD Sports voucher. Get yourself some trainers, get yourself a tracksuit, get yourself a jacket, whatever, get yourself some stuff. I thought I want to start like a series of something that I consistently do on my channel, something that I feel like will hopefully be helpful to you guys, you can gain something from. And I was like, you know what is something I also want to go back to, like my talking style videos like I did back in the day, and like hopefully helping people. I was like, you know what, let me start a surviving your 20s series, because obviously I'm currently in my 20s, currently trying to figure things out. There's some stuff that I feel like, you know, I'm doing quite well out, other stuff where I'm like, boy, most things, because I'm in my 20s, so I'm just trying to find my footing. So a lot of relatable stuff, experiences that I can speak on, things that I do to kind of like keep myself organized, manage money, etc. So yeah, I should have gone in the right lane because these people are going to be slow. Things that you can relate to if you are in your 20s, or if you just want to watch this video anyway. I feel like it's going to be a good one, you know. And if it sounds like something you're interested in, be sure to subscribe. So first off, like, I don't know about you guys or whoever's watching this, but I feel like my 20s are flying by. Like, I genuinely feel like they're flying by. I know I'm only 23, but I feel like I got here in 2 seconds. I don't know if it's because of the pandemic, but to be fair, in general, I've heard people say like, oh, your 20s fly by. So I feel like that's a common thing, but I genuinely feel like I'm gonna wake up tomorrow and be 35. It's very strange how quickly it's flying by, and that feeling obviously can make you very anxious, it can make you scared, because every day you're thinking about your future. You're thinking, oh well, I'm not here yet, or I want to be doing this, or you even reach a milestone and you don't appreciate it enough because you're thinking about the next one. It's such an odd time period, because like, it depends on what stage of your 20s you're in, but even still, I feel like even up to mid-20s, like, it's strange because there's so many different things going on with different people, with different aspects of their lives. Like, some people are pregnant, some people are engaged, some people are married, a lot of people living at home are still living at home. Like, it's mad because there's no set way to live your 20s. There's no set rule of like, okay, this is exactly where you should be. If you like go on social media too much and you know, fall into the trap of thinking, oh, this is the lifestyle of the 20s, that lie of a lifestyle, then you may feel like there are certain places that you should be at, but that's actually not the truth. I genuinely personally feel like there's a learner in that lane, so I'm not going there. I personally feel like your 20s are for finding yourself and finding your feet and building towards your future. 100% building, but it doesn't mean you have to be there. I saw this tweet and I was like, facts. Like, when I see people pregnant my age, it still feels like a teenage pregnancy, even though it's not. Even if you did get pregnant as a teenager, that's not for anyone to judge you, but it's like, it's very normal to be pregnant at like in your 20s. But in my head, I just still feel like, oh my god, I'm still such a kid, but then also feel like, oh my god, I'm such an adult, I need to like have everything patterned. So it's just so odd, and you're constantly fighting yourself and fighting with your thoughts. You just have no rest. Like, you don't have time to rest if you allow your mind to just spiral. So you really need to be careful and give yourself a break. I need to get into that lane, bro. You're too slow, you're too slow, but I know you won't let me in as well. What about you? We all get stressed and we all get anxious. I don't care what lifestyle you think you're seeing someone live, what you think you're seeing on, like, bitch, why'd you get so close to me? What lifestyle you think you're seeing someone live. Someone seems like they're always happy and they have no fear. That is not true. Everyone has fear, everyone gets scared, everyone gets anxious. There's a certain level of anxiety that is not normal, of course, in regards to, like, it's not healthy to have that amount of anxiety, but everyone gets scared and everyone gets anxious. And I feel like your 20s is something that no one warns you about. Like, is it just me that feels that way? I don't feel like anyone warned me about my 20s. I said this when I was doing my A-levels, so unrelated, not really. Like, when I first started my A-levels, I was like, no one warned me about the jump between GCSEs and A-level. And I feel like no one bloody warned me about the jump between teens and 20s. It's a completely different ball game. and it's scary. Like, if there's something else you need to warn me about, please let me know. If you're in your 30s, 40s, 50s, I don't know, warn me now so I can mentally prepare myself, because I'm tired of not getting warnings. In regards to like trying to deal with the stress and deal with the anxiety of like overthinking your future and worrying, first off, let go and let God. Put things into place and make sure you're working towards things, but you need to make sure you're resting. Like, you can't just stay up stressed. I know it's easier said than done, please. You have to try not to stay up just stressing or overworking yourself as well. That's not, no. If you're lazy and you think that means I don't have to work, no, that's not what Daniela is saying. Daniela said work. But that reminds me of Bianca said jump, you jump. Oi, Bianca said jump, you say how high. If that's a Raven reference. Yeah, that's not me saying, oh, be lazy. No, I'm saying work hard, work smart, all of that, but you do need to prioritize like your rest as well. I was listening to a podcast the other day, and they're basically saying like, if you're not resting, what you're saying is that you're not trusting in the process and you're not trusting in God as well, because it's like, what you're basically saying is, I can't sleep peacefully because I don't believe everything's gonna work out. I don't believe things will fall into place. And that really hit, because it's like, obviously sometimes I can't control it, we can't control it, my mind is in overdrive, it's really hard to sleep. But when it's like, oh, I feel like I need to stay up and do you know what I mean? Like, you're overextending yourself unnecessarily. Sometimes you are gonna need to stay up later, etc. But etc, that doesn't even make sense. If you know you're overextending yourself, you're not trying to relax your mind, not trying to take care of yourself, then you're not trusting that things are going to be okay. And that all comes under like manifestation as well, and like believing in your future, which I'll make a separate video on and stuff. Self-care days are so important. My self-care days literally are so simple. It's like eating and watching a good series. That for me is yummy. I just think it's very important to just have a day where you're just doing nothing, prioritizing that and not putting too much pressure on yourself. Try your hardest to also stay calm. I know it's not easy, but some ways to do that: taking care of yourself, self-care days, opening up to people that you really trust. Another thing I was gonna say in regards to like your 20s, not even just your 20s, because I feel like the kids growing up with social media, like I had Bebo back in my day, and Bebo, it was a perfect blend of like social media but not too much. Because did you even really post pictures like that on Bebo? You did, but they weren't like Insta, like influencer style pictures. It was literally just like, oh, with my friends, oh, prom, I don't know. I didn't have Bebo during prom times, that was pre-prom and all that, but like stuff like that, you know, Keisha the Sket stories, sending hearts, like that was Bebo. It was very simple social media. You can connect with your friends, MSN, but you weren't being fed this lifestyle. You weren't being fed, oh my god, why would he cut across like that? People don't know how to drive. You weren't being fed like fake lifestyles, even real lifestyles and standards. Are you gonna, yeah, go on. And standards that like most people aren't living. It wasn't like that, whereas now it's so unhealthy, and I feel so bad for people growing up with it, because I can't imagine that. Like, I can't, because even me being in my 20s, and obviously Insta and stuff started on that in like secondary school, I believe, but even still, because it was kind of relatively new and stuff, it wasn't as bad. Like old school Insta wasn't the way Insta is now, so it wasn't, yeah, it wasn't as bad. But even being older, it still affects us. We see this lifestyle, we see this standard, and we think this is how we're supposed to be living. But as you always hear, no one shows their damn failures. No one shows their failures. You see people at the end of their story, these things aren't easy, they take work, and a lot of things take time. It's not just quick. Everyone's looking for like quick fixes or quick money, or do I turn here? Quick like careers, like, oh, I want to do this and it only take me a year or a few months. Bro, that's not, oh, was I supposed to go here? Oh yeah, it was. That's not like dedication. If it does work out, then great, thank God, but don't think, oh, I can only do this if it's quick. Like, be ready to build and know that things take time, and if it's something that you love and you want to do, then it's worth it. Obviously if it's not, then you shouldn't be wasting your time. But like, don't fall into this trap, this social media trap of like luxury lifestyle at 20. Are there any bays? Oh gosh, don't fall into this social media trap of luxury lifestyle in your 20s, or oh no, that's like the car club bay, isn't it? Oh No, this one's not. Hey baby, hey baby. I'm at my location, to be honest, so I'm gonna park up here and talk for a little bit and then end the video. But yeah, don't fall in the trap, social media trap and lie of, oh, you need to be like living in a luxury apartment or own a house by 25 and I don't know, but always be wearing designer and have so much money and be driving a certain car and blah blah blah. Because no, you don't. You really don't. Some people, a lot of people are living fake lifestyles. Let me tell you that for free. Oh, there's people are staring at me. A lot of people are living fake lifestyles. You know what, why, mind your business, smoke a cigarette. A lot of these people don't have the money that they're flexing with, and even if they do, that's so good for them, and it's so great that they were able to do that at a certain age. Like, it's good, be happy for them, because you should celebrate other people's success, but don't let that diminish where you are. Don't let that make you feel like you're not good enough or you're not doing enough. As long as you're working towards those goals, I will always be an advocate for working, not working necessarily like working any other job. I just mean like working towards whatever it is you want to do. Like, I'm not gonna ever come here and say everyone just relax and chill forever, don't fall into society's trap of what, because sorry, I need money to eat. Don't feel like you're not good enough, because we all have our own time. I know this is so like cliche, but we genuinely all work in our own time. We have our own time. Some people have certain privileges that set them up earlier in life. Other people have disadvantages. It takes them longer, do you know what I mean? They don't have those same means as other people. There are loads of different circumstances, so you need to be kind to yourself. You need to be kind to yourself, but also push yourself. And I feel like that's what your 20s are about, discovering that, finding your balance, creating these habits. Because we choose what we want to do at about 16, 17 years old. That's ridiculous. It's unlikely that that's really gonna be what you want to do when you get to your 20s. So you're gonna be refiguring stuff out or trying to decide, like, is this really what I want to do? Be okay with winging it, bro. Champion, president of winging it. Don't get it twisted. I see the vision and I know what I want to do. But a lot of the time I'm just winging it. I'm going with it and I'm like, okay, let's try this. Hopefully this will work. It doesn't bang. Okay, cool. I know not to do that again. Try this. Oh, I'm seeing, you know, some good results with this. So we're going to keep trying with that. Seeing if it builds up. This woman's looking at me and she's smiling at me. Yeah, she's... Am I between bays? I hope I'm not between bays. I hope I'm not that annoying person. Certain things, yes, I have planned out and I know that this is the plan, blah, blah, blah. Other things, I'm just winging it. Like, sometimes you just wing it. Sometimes you plan things and something else happens and it's so much better than what you have planned. Have plans in place. I don't think you should not have any plans. You should have certain plans and certain steps, but be open to like detouring a little bit if that is what needs to happen. And also just trying new things and be like, you know what, I'm not really sure what tomorrow is going to bring. I'm not really sure how I'm going to go about this, but I know I'm going to do it. So a lot of the time when people start things, they don't know exactly what they're doing. They just start and that is it. That's what you have to do. If you're overthinking exactly how to do it, exactly how this is going to go, most likely you'll never start, because you're always going to be thinking to a T and trying to plan everything perfectly, and nothing in this life is perfect. Just start, just go, wing it, and you'll perfect it as you go on. You can't be too much of a perfectionist. I started out as such a perfectionist and I am still at heart, but I have to fight it. Like, I bitch slap that perfectionism every day, because I'm like, okay, if I try too hard to make this perfect, I know I'm never going to put it out. I know I'm never going to do this, I try my hardest to put out good quality things and put a lot of effort into things, but if I see like a small something and I'm like, oh, that's not perfect because of this small thing, and it's like not something that, like, if it's something that it's like, if I change it, it's going to delay me bears, or, you know, it's just going to cause a lot of inconvenience, not in a lazy way, but in regards to like, it's going to throw things off track because now I'm not working within the time I was supposed to be working in. And I'm like, you know what, drop that perfectionism. If it's crap, of course, no, that's different. But if it's just a little bit off perfect, or it's not quite perfect, you kind of have to sometimes suck it up and be like, you know what, it's fine though. It is fine. You can't hold on to too much of like the expectations of everything being completely perfect, otherwise you're going to delay yourself a lot. That's including timing as well, do you know what I mean? Don't always wait for the perfect time, because life will be life in you all day every day. One thing life's going to do is life you all day every day. So that perfect timing, you might think, oh yeah, in a week this happens. Do you know what I mean? And that timing is no longer perfect, and now you're delaying for years because you've always been waiting for that perfect time. Keep looking around because people are looking at me. My last kind of point that I want to make is living in the present, like appreciating every day. I know that sounds so cliche, but genuinely, like waking up and like, if it's sunny, I've been appreciating this fake sun. I know it's cold outside, but girl, all I need is shine. Even if I'm going to work and I'm like, oh, I can't really be arsed, it's like I'm appreciating this day and I want to take little steps. And of course, some days that's not gonna bang, some days I'm just gonna be in a badass mood and I'm inside happy to Neilio, be like, oh, appreciate it. And the other one's like, can you actually just be quiet, lower your voice for today, go on mute. However, you need to try to just romanticize your life, appreciate every single moment, and realistically you can't appreciate every single moment, but appreciate as many moments as possible. Like, start narrating your life as if you're in control. Stop just letting life happen to you. Narrate it like you're the main character. Do you know what I mean? Because you are, in your own life, you are the main character. You can only live your life from your perspective. It's impossible to live it from someone else's perspective. This man's gonna start looking at me, so I'm just gonna pretend I'm on my phone. Okay, no one has it figured out, so just be okay with that. But yeah, if you enjoyed this, or like you feel like you gained a little something from it, be sure to keep an eye out for more of my Surviving Your 20s Drive With Me series. I'm going to be talking about a lot of different things to do with your 20s, stuff to do with like money management, manifestation, all that kind of stuff. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, turn on my post notifications, enter my giveaway, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.